Our next great dame in the series is none other than the iconic flapper dancer and singer, World War II French resistance spy, and civil rights activist Josephine Baker. What can't one say about Josephine? I mean, Ernest Hemingway called her the most beautiful woman anyone ever saw. It's incredible enough that she became a jazz ambassador to France, helping advance the role and presence of Black women and Black people on a global scale, being the first woman of color to star in a major motion picture. But did I also mention that she was a spy in World War II for the French resistance and a civil rights warrior as well? What began as a life with a single mother, dancing for tips on the street in St. Louis, Missouri, led to a touring career with a vaudevillian troupe, which brought her to New York City in front of international audiences. But the French really got and embraced Josephine. But in France, they viewed her as not just a novelty Black performer, but they appreciated her beauty and her skill, her wit and personality. So of course it made sense that being embraced in France at such a time, that she renounced her American citizenship and ultimately becoming French. Later on, she and one of her husbands adopted 12 children from numerous countries across many continents to prove that when raised equally, people can truly live without discrimination and prejudice. She called them her rainbow tribe. Josephine and Joe were the OG Brad and Angelina. But during the war, when Germany invaded France and Paris, Josephine then joined the French resistance, working in counterintelligence. Of course, as a mega star, she would be expected to attend the Axis parties. And so she'd listen in on private conversations happening in the room and write down secret information, hiding it in her undergarments. No one ever suspected Josephine Baker. She even flew airplanes, collecting intelligence on German troop movements, locations of airfields and harbors. She successfully handed this crucial information to the French resistance and Allied forces. She sheltered resistance fighters and Jewish refugees, providing them with forged documents, food, and safe transportation. She was awarded the Resistance Medal, La Croix de Guerre from the French military, and was the first woman of color to receive the Legion d'honneur. After this, the next war she would tackle would be the racism in her birth country. Back in the US in the 50s, she refused to sing for segregated audiences, and the press quickly made an enemy of her. By this time, she was not only written off by mainstream media, but even Walter Winchell wrote her off as a communist, which wasn't true. So she was forced to cancel all her US dates in the 50s, return to France. But the 60s saw a big return for Josephine. Numerous clubs held to her terms of not performing for segregated audiences. She became an active member of the NAACP, spoke at rallies, gathered support, including being the only official female speaker at the Martin Luther King's March on Washington. The sad truth is that Josephine Baker went bankrupt in her later years. Venues and promoters had blacklisted her for fighting for her beliefs and standing up for the basic human rights of others. She sacrificed her life of luxury for a life of freedom and service. Josephine Baker.